They had a lot of turnover through development. Hmm. This is a very large zone. It doesn't take too long to get around because it's pretty open, but... Yeah, welcome to Path of Fire. Leadership, most of the team left or got downsized. Interesting. There's some targets. I suppose they just had to get something out the door while they wait for approval to be purchased by Microsoft. Yeah, I mean, other than the obvious stuff like them moving Blizzard products to their the Microsoft stores, I wonder if anything's gonna change for the positive.
Please don't.
You're safe from me.
By Andraste, thank you.
Cole approves. Cole's not even here. Cole got ESPN or something. Yes, what Lady Mirkwood said about the ring is correct. It's been pretty great so far. Yeah, the ring does a bunch of bonus damage, and when you're in combat but not attacking, it stealths you. I'm trying to click on this rift. There we go. And then when you do an attack from stealth, it hits really hard. Alright, now that I'm out of combat, that's it right there. 20% more flanking bonus, inner stealth will not attack you if you're in combat, and when you hit from stealth you automatically crit, but only a mage can use it. It's been really fun. Alright, what's the next nearest thing? I don't even remember where I got it. You'd have to wiki that if you want it. But yeah, I came across it last time. I don't really want to fight the Fennec, but I'm stuck in combat with it. You still have time before DA3, yep. Getting crit chances in this game can be pretty annoying, so that ring helps a ton. I was thinking, no worries. I loved you. I just didn't go back to this time. If I do, I'll definitely Google that. Gotcha. Yeah, we're near the end game. We've got this zone. As much of it if I want to do. The final story beats, and then the third and last DLC. There's one DLC I haven't done yet, and it's supposed to be done after the main story, I think. Oh my god, this place is huge! Don't you have a horse? Yeah, but it's not actually faster than running. The mounts in this game are kind of a joke. In fact, when you tell it to do a full gallop, it just, it gets like speed lines, but it doesn't actually go any faster. Wow, all of those missed. Oh my god. Varric slightly approves of this genocide. Yeah, apparently, from what I've been told by other people, the engine for this game was so that when the horse would move too fast, the world couldn't load fast enough. So they had to slow the horse down, and now it's like basically running speed. I have no idea what I just picked up. It didn't give me a pop-up at all. It's like, I think the horse is slightly faster than running, but the thing is I have my, like, blink forward ability, so counting that, it's not faster. But then, and plus you can't, like, ping for nearby materials and stuff while you're, on the horse. So this is the crisis of RPGs? I don't know. I haven't played Crisis, but I've heard lots of memes like, but can it run Crisis? I've never heard of a can it run Dragon Age. Hi. Good morning. My orange roommate just woke up. Trying to see if he wants to climb up here with us. Ah, shoot, there's stuff down there. What is this? Need more dentists. Okay, sure. I like this game, but it's too big for its own good. You know what that comment reminds me of? Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I played that game and I was like, I kind of like this. I'll keep going. And it was like freaking 100 hours. And I was doing all the side quests for the first like 10 hours, and then I realized how big the game was, and I stopped, and it was still like 100 hours. It's like if I had done all the side quests, it would have been like 200 hours. So I was like, oh my god.
Drakes take that hand.
Maybe we should start you on Shepherd 6.
Isn't that a children's game?
Yeah.
So she lost at like poker and doesn't get it.
There must be something here.
Pinging something. Bottle of Thetis. Crisis 1 had standards that made people genuinely ask, can it run Crisis? It was a genuine thing, not a meme genuine question. Say genuine again. I remember being in the store and some computer had, yeah, it can run Crisis, speak volume for future games. I was disappointed when Crisis 2 came out. My PC would start sweating if I even mentioned Crisis. I remember when Oblivion came out. Elder Scrolls Oblivion came out. I did not even check the system specs, and I installed it. And I was so excited, and I sat down to play it, and I double-clicked it. And after a few seconds, my computer just went dark. And literally a tiny trail of smoke. Like, not a lot, like not a freaking bonfire, but a tiny trail of smoke came out of my computer, and I was like, what? And, like, I tried, like, turning the computer off and back on, and it wouldn't even boot up. And after some troubleshooting, I found out something on my graphics card had literally just, like, melted. And I had to get a new graphics card. So Oblivion just like actually killed a physical component.
One pair of eyes, you could spot a mouse crossing the sand.
The Inquisition could use this place then.
Hi. Hold on. Do you want me to pick you up? Good morning, chat. Hello. Getting under the chin. Where do I... Oh, it continues upward. Okay. Todd up here telling us to upgrade our PCs or Starfield. Turns out he was doing this in Skyrim. Man, I wanted to like Starfield. I really did. I spent so much time in Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim. I wanted to like Starfield. I I had a hard time getting into it. It wasn't bad, but it did have some of the worst controls I've ever seen in a PC game. Like the last time I played it, I actually got a full set of legendary gear and a new starship, my first new starship since the tutorial, and like a massive upgrade. Like I should be excited to play it, but I haven't opened it since. What are you doing up there? One shard spotted. I don't think I've ever found one of those gizmos where there was a single shard. Like a Dwarven Paragon statue. I loved Oblivion, but it was late to the game, so I didn't play much on release later. But it was PS3, PS2. It came out PC later. That was like me with Mass Effect. I played Mass Effect way late, like 10 years too late. And I was like, I think I would have enjoyed this more when I was younger, but at that point, I was just like, it's fine. Where? Not sure if what I'm looking for is over here, but there is stuff over here. He's kind of half off camera right now. Wave 2. What's your best memory game? Maybe EverQuest. EverQuest was my first MMO. I played it for a very long time growing up. But there was many games I played growing up. King's Quest, Space Quest, every Warcraft since Warcraft 1, Orcs vs. Humans, every Diablo and StarCraft since the first ones. Going back even further, Heretic, Hexen, Doom 1, Commander Keen, Willy Beamish. I got stacks and stacks of games here. There is something... I mean, I guess I can just continue on around until I find this camp and then teleport between the camps. Chip was making a weird noise. I was making sure that he wasn't being problematic. Anyone remember Descent? No, not familiar with that one. Civ. I never played a Civ game. I was really into SimCity 2000. Never really got into the later ones, but I did enjoy SimCity 2K. It was a spaceship piloting game. My earliest memory of playing a spaceship game was a game called Terminal Velocity. Ancient game. Couldn't land a hit on him. He kept stepping away from me, my only weakness. What do we got down here? Veilfire. Journal on Dwarven Ruins. It's a paragon. The man who led the people here who built this city was Mastersmith Paragon Firel. Legend says he died in the Deep Roads during a war between two Taigs who used his rune work to build fantastic weapons of destruction. If he escaped up here, that means the records were wrong, or someone 1,000 years ago tried to pretty up the truth about his leaving. The most talented shaper of runes in Dwarven history, escaping with his entire house to the surface. Now that will fluff some beards in the shape rate. My father said our old family business used to be near an archway that was part of Farrell's Paragon statue. I wish I could have shown him this. He's the one who wanted to believe our ancestors in the stone were still guiding us. Be nice to think it were true, old man. Was Neverwinter Nights 2 for me, even though Dragon Age Origin introduced the RPG? Oh, I played Neverwinter Nights 2 and Neverwinter Nights 1. And Neverwinter Nights 1 was a very fun game also. I remember when I finally beat the boss of Neverwinter Nights, it was in the stupidest way possible. I had to summon this thing, I think it was called Dimension Blade, and it was like, imagine like a hole in the air but shaped like a sword. And I was swinging this thing at the boss, and Dimension Blade had a chance to instantly kill its target. And the boss, though, his resistances or whatever, or his saves were so high that I had to basically roll a 20, and he rolled a 1 on the same swing. And I fought him for like 15 minutes, barely scratched his health, and then that happened. And he just exploded. And I was like, woo! That's it. That was how I killed him. I just took an instant kill move, and I basically swung it at him 100 times till it connected. Volcanic aurum. But in the sand was stone, strong and true. Pharaoh hewed the stone and built as great as any tig in the deep. And with his son's help, he ensured the tig prospered and grew. The sun burned above oceans of sand. This door is magically sealed. But is it magically delicious? Does the door know why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Do I have to read them in a certain order? Okay, hold on. So I think it's 1. The sun burned above oceans of sand. But in the sand was stone, strong and true. Pharaoh hewed the stone and built as great as any tig in the deep. And with his son's help, he ensured the tig prospered and grew. Oh, they each have a torch.
Sentinels are shit.
Like it or not, Buttercup, that's where you come from.
Says the undwarfiest dwarf ever.
Fair enough. Paragons can be shits too.
Key fragment. Okay. Alright, well that puzzle's done. What? Where's the way out of here? How did I get in here? This map's... it's useless. Oh, wait, there we go. Best thing about Dragon Age are the party interactions. It's definitely a strong selling point. Wait, this is not the way I came in here, is it? Unless these respawn.